I just wanted to do a video about alcohol and fitness in general. And we all know that generally if you drink too much alcohol, then it's not particularly good for you. But can you drink alcohol and still be fit, lose weight and gain muscle, etc., whatever your goal is? I'm going to explore that now. I will say straight from the offset, I do drink. I don't drink excessively. I drink enough for me. If you don't drink at all, then that's great. So the first thing is that alcohol dehydrates you. This is because it's a diuretic, which means that your kidneys produce more urine. Therefore, drinking too much alcohol can lead to dehydration. And that can make hydration worse because you also sweat during exercise, it stands to reason. And it will lead to dehydration, leads to reduced performance. So you need to be well hydrated, as we all know, when you exercise to maintain the flow of blood through your body, to feed your muscles, and to carry oxygen and other nutrients to your muscles, thus maximizing performance. So alcohol can interfere the way your body makes energy. Alcohol is broken down in the liver. When you are breaking down alcohol, all other functions of the liver are secondary. So in other words, breaking down the alcohol is at that time its primary function. One function involves glucose production. We need glucose for energy. If your liver is not producing enough glucose, your body will become tired as it works to expel the alcohol, making it even more of a struggle to keep up the pace. Alcohol also slows down the nerves that pass messages around the body. So drinking alcohol the night before exercise could also have a negative influence on your performance. You feel tired, you don't feel at your best. If you're feeling in any of the effects normally associated, i.e. you've got a hangover or something like that, and you're going to be dehydrated. During exercise, your muscles burn glucose for energy, which produces lactic acid. Too much lactic acid leads to muscle fatigue and cramps. If you exercise after drinking, your liver will be working harder to get rid of the toxins from the alcohol. So it will be slower to clear out the lactic acid, thus increasing the likelihood of cramps. You'll also lack strength or power and are more likely to feel tired quicker. I can testify to that on the odd occasion that I feel those effects. For this reason, it's advisable to avoid alcohol. I'm not quite convinced about avoid it altogether. One or two you may not be affected. We're all different as well. But however, a heavy night on the booze can affect performance the following day. Drinking directly after exercise is not advisable if you have not consumed enough water to replace the fluids you have lost through sweating. So I think most people will say that you've got to drink water to stay hydrated whilst you are exercising and soon after. Of course, another effect of alcohol is that it is more or less empty calories, and there are different caloric values for depending on what drink you're having. But it is high in calories, roughly 7 calories per gram, which is almost as much as pure fat, which is not 9 calories per gram. If you exercise to help manage your weight, you could be taking unnecessary empty calories through alcohol and preventing weight loss. Plus also, when you've had a few drinks, you might be tempted to eat high caloric foods as well. Now, let me just say that if you're at a party, a special occasion and everything, then why not, right? But just be aware that that cake and all those foods that you eat, plus the booze, are going to pile on the pounds, potentially. But one night, it's not a problem. Alcohol can disrupt sleep patterns, of course, so you always feel tired, or I do, following morning. Growth hormones, which we need for muscle growth, are released during deep sleep. Therefore, disrupted sleep means, due to alcohol, means slow muscle growth. Most worryingly, you could have an altered heart rate. Drinking can increase the potential for unusual heart rhythms. There is risk which significantly increases during exercise up to 2 days after heavy alcohol consumption. Now, heavy alcohol consumption is a bit of you need more context in that. I mean, how much is heavy? We're all different people, but the physical activity itself increases your heart rate, and with a lot of alcohol in your bloodstream, it can cause problems. Another thing about alcohol is that your performance can be negatively affected by it. It impairs reaction time, balance, and hand-eye coordination, and we don't want that when we're exercising. We all know that long-term drinking can affect your overall health, and it's not good for you. It does affect the body's ability to absorb nutrients, including zinc, folic acid and vitamin B12, and it can alter your hormonal balance as well as causing heart damage. Protein synthesis will be affected. In other words, you need protein. Protein is what makes your muscles build up. And there was a study in 1991 that found that chronic intake of alcohol suppressed protein synthesis and caused myopathy. Now, myopathy is a condition in which muscle fibers, or muscles are made up of fibers, do not function properly, resulting in muscle weakness or loss of movement. So this study focused on long-term use of alcohol, but short-term usage also inhibits protein synthesis from occurring at its full potential. Lots of reasons not to drink alcohol. Will I stop drinking it after doing this research? No, I enjoy it. I don't drink a lot. I probably drink one night a week, maybe two, but then not to excess. And yeah, the day after I might feel a bit groggy, but I do try and train after I've had a couple of drinks. So that's my thoughts. It's my opinion. Okay, so comment below. Do you drink alcohol? And if so, have you found that it does affect your performance doing a workout, whether the day after or even a couple of days after? Thanks very much for listening. Please like, share, subscribe, and do all those wonderful things that YouTube like us to do. And until next time, I will see you again soon.